Man, brutal. All right, I can finally probably bring up my chat here. Just want to jump on there. I know you don't see the chat bar. It's because my computer and YouTube aren't working well together. Nah, I'm getting there. There we go. Hey, what's up, Lori, Rob? MDCO? No, I didn't get in it yet. I just logged on and I've been looking at it, seeing if I want to pull the trigger. Looks like I want to. Looks really good right there. Haven't pulled any triggers yet, though. Looks good. Looks like the index is flat. Let's walk down here. Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk. Why? Yesterday ended up a pretty bad day for most things. MJ took another big dump yesterday. A panic bot right at the open. May not be a horrible thing. Well, depending on where you got filled at. Okay. Yeah, it's a good little breakout. They had some more good news, it looked like. Meets all endpoints for another new medication. So they seem to be in a good spot. Um, yeah, just know your stop and respect it and let it play out. Constellation Brand's looking pretty decent here. The TQs took a decent drop. Nasdaq's basically flat. What are the TQs doing? Yeah, a little bit more exaggerated. Oh yeah, look at that day yesterday. That's a lot of leverage being reduced off the table. Huh. Of course, look at that day too. I think it's kind of floats higher. And another big drop day. Should fall back in line, whatever that means for today. It's a little out of whack. But yesterday had a big drop. That's probably what you're referring to is yesterday. Constellation with a couple of big bars this morning. I like how that's squeezing right up there. That's pretty good. CORT, transports. How are the transports doing? So we know these kind of generally lead the market. Not much going on there. Twitter took a little drop yesterday. That's not bueno. Disney mentioned a little minor head and shoulders here. Is still playing with that neckline. That could drop lower. That would be a nice little trade. DocU, NXPI, EPAM. Twilio, not interested in reversing higher yet. Looks like come back and retesting those lows of late. Winnebago stalling out there at 40. Who you pulling back after nice little breakouts? Kind of see what that looks like. Not that great. Shopify. See ya. AMD breaking down. Not a good sign. Atlassian Failing the 50-day, not a good sign. So if it has another test up here at the 50-day, that is a short entry point per IBD stuff. And then our buddy, recent friend UGAS, gapping lower today. So no bottom on this guy quite yet. MDCO, pretty much the only thing moving today. Looks like it's a little choppy this morning. Not too bad though. 6% or so up. MD's. DR Horton getting on with the program there as interest rates low. Guess benefiting from that a little bit. Probably some other things too. I don't think quite too many home builders are quite as bullish as this one. Let's take a look at Toll Brothers. I know that's always one that's more of a luxury home builder. Not bad. Not as good as DR Horton, but not bad. KB Homes? KBH. There we go. KB. There's KB Homes. Also a little inverted head and shoulders. Little minor guy. Around the 27.50 buy point. Already up $6. What is that? Oh, it's overnight. That's funny. So homebuilder's doing okay. All right, let's take a look at. Oh yeah, I still want to find this list. They've got to have an update on their sectors since they removed the paper from being daily. Data tables? I don't think that's it. Industry group rankings. Is that it? Ah, that's it. Nice. Okay. I'm bookmarking this thing. Bookmarking this biatch. Love it. Okay. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Been looking for this for a while. Looks like they update this daily. Okay. So this gives you the industry group ranks. Red means they're dropping them. Red means they've dropped. Blue means they've rose. Days best and worst. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So silver, gold and silver back to number 1. Building residential commercial, that would be KB Homes. Food confectionery. One thing to look at here is you've got this week, 3 weeks ago, and 6 weeks ago, so you can get kind of a progression. See if it's rising or falling, or if you go lower. Do they do all of them? Oh, they list all of them. Nice. You can see here retail, wholesale, oil, gas, drilling, energy, coal. It's showing you all the ones that have been performing the worst. What you're interested in, partly here is you want to see how they relate to one another. You want to see if this is like 70. Actually, this is a good example: 74, 42, and 15. The question is, what stocks are in there? So they don't really list that in this table, but you can at least get a bit of an idea of what's moving and what's moving higher. Semiconductor equipment, electronic semiconductor equipment, moving up 37, 15, and 8. And these guys doing, sometimes when the stocks are really up here towards the top, it's sometimes better to not trade them because they could drop. Seen that before. These things rotate all the time. They rotate all the time. But if you could see a trend start to develop in one or two sectors, usually a good thing. So that's good. Hmm. All right, Nasdaq rolling over a little bit, 0.35% here after yesterday's big drop. Looks like it's continuing so far. But ESNT, this trade is maybe dying on the vine if the market's not going to sort itself out here. Take a look at global watch list. See what's, I guess, lower here first. NBEV taking it on the chin today after what seemed like good news yesterday, getting into the Japanese market. Beyond Meat looks like it's meandering lower, starting to look a little bit like Tilray. Twilio team dropping MMNFF. All those cloud stocks really seem to be in a bad position. So Coop, where'd it go? ServiceNow. There you go. It looks like firmly in some lower bearish patterns. Also, this one playing with the ServiceNow, actually playing with that 200-day moving average, and it's failed that 50-day, arguably two or three or four times. 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially here for ServiceNow. So that could be a potential short entry. We're starting to see a lot more of those around. MDCO leading our global watch list as well. Nike with good earnings. I really made a huge deal about that. All these ones at the top not looking so hot. All in major downtrends. It doesn't bode very well. ABG, there's one that's recently broke out of a very large pattern. $97 breakout point. $100 price resistance breaking. That could be bullish for ABG. O stock? Oh, I don't know. Well, you didn't see it on the very bottom, didn't see it on the very top, so right there in the middle, flat, 0.25%. Yeah, look at this thing on the weekly chart. It's been extraordinarily beat up. It just had another opportunity to try to get healthy, and look at all that red volume that stepped in just to beat it up yet again. There's still a lot of holders in Overstock that are interested in ditching shares in mass. Point 0.43 down for the Nasdaq at this moment. 0.45, 0.46. Not sure what's gonna pull us up today. I'm not even sure what pulled us down yesterday. I know it was a Trump thing, but I'm not completely up on 100% why. Not that I need to be, but SLV, yeah. Closing towards the highs here recently is pretty good. Gold with a little bit of a gold with a little pullback today too. Little cup there too. That's pretty good on gold. I mean, just as it's been, I would imagine SLV and GLD would pretty much move together generally. So that pop-up volume the other day at SLV, not great. Yesterday's volume at SLV a little bit better. Sold off, but able to rally back and close at the high of the day. Always a good thing. And today looks like it's just backing and filling. So NASDAQ doesn't look very bullish at the moment. People kind of hedging some gold and silver right here. So if NASDAQ takes another drop, you'll probably see another nice reaction out of those two. This little minor uptrend seems firmly intact. As you see here, though, these things can fail, and fairly dramatically. Last time silver failed, it was out of a consolidation. Just a very large drop on 10/3 of 2016, whatever happened that week. So these are very volatile. Just kind of have to play it by ear, which we have to do anyways. But overall, I mean, I think they're in pretty good spots. Coming down out of a little cup situation like gold and silver, I could take a smaller entry position and then just add on confirmation, add on bullishness. If you look at GLD, 185 to recent highs. We're down here at about 128. Now we're at 144. So we're about halfway, maybe 1/3, all the way up there towards that all-time high in gold. Could get there. The volume on the rally isn't as large as it was back then, but we're definitely increasing. So if that volume increases again, that's going to be good for further upside. Absolutely. Just got to see if we're going to get a pop up or a pop down. But, I don't think these are bad places to take early positions. I wouldn't go super heavy in right now due to those big gaps that can occur. It's the one problem with holding an ETF that trades 24/7 in the physical commodity. You're at a bit of a disadvantage to those participants. All right, MDCO. Doing nice so far this morning. Opening range up here at about the 50 whatever level. That could be a buy if it breaks that range to the upside. Or an add in your case, Rob. And so far, the volume decelerating looks pretty good. So only up about 2% from the high. So don't let that big number fool you right there. It was down pretty low yesterday. Little biotech company. Oh, it's Lori. Oh, sorry. Lori's an MDCO. My bad. So Lori, that would be an add point for you. Breaks that 50.92. NASDAQ almost 0.5% down now. There we go, 0.5%. See if MDCO is able to keep bucking that trend. Likely, it's a little medical company, so I'm not sure how little it is actually. I think it's worth a few billion. $4 billion. So $4 billion company. Yeah, not very big. Little guy. You only get into failed buys. Yeah, not on 55%. That's not looking so hot. MDCO's looking good though. I like that nice little green candle right there. How's Nike doing? Maintaining that range here today. AMC here. Yeah, still most of these stocks up at the highs today. Not looking. MDCO the only one that looks good. None of these other ones even look good. Roku yesterday looks like some buying down there supported 100. Look at that. After dropping from 176, like a 35% drop. 44% drop. MJ, yeah. Yeah, it failed support, and so that's what happens when you fail support. You get no support. Start singing Eminem's No Love Song. So it keeps going like this. You got 17 coming up here in a little bit. That bounce never transpiring here at all. Don't lose sight of them though. They'll come back, and when they do, they'll be on fire. It may take a while though. May take a while. I mean a while. Like a long time in this type of situation. $5G. Just for fun, let's kind of focus on 5G stuff. The whole world's going to be made of 5G soon. My crypto vid from yesterday? Okay, yeah, check it out. Oramat. That looks pretty bullish. But yeah, it's hard to go against the market. 0.8% lower here right now. We're going to continue with that dump, it appears. So breaking through the 50. Not a good sign. INS, UGAZ team. All those looking bad. Whoops. There we go. Actual MDCO still holding up decent at 7%. Well, the NASDAQ takes a dump. Starbucks down. Gold even down a little bit. Oh, starting to rally back here, right there. Just had a little rally as the NASDAQ started to drop. ESNT down another 2%. And that trade's pretty much getting done there. Amazon head and shoulders. Let's take a look. Oh, right there. Could be. Actually, could be. That would be your neckline. It's not a picture perfect head and shoulders. Definitely a lopsided one. Not the end of the world. In crypto, that's perfectly valid. In Amazon, though, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could work out, though. It's such a broad pattern up here that it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. It looks like it already broke down yesterday or the other day. Yesterday looks like was the breakdown day. All right, Nasdaq bouncing back 0.52%, scaring everybody. And D.R. Horton still doing good. MDCO holding up nice. Looking better and better. Just got to watch it up there and see what it do. I think Microsoft's probably a pretty good bellwether for how crazy we are. There we go. This thing is very... actually looks like it's in a flat base situation, maybe, if enough time has passed. Probably not quite. Well, I guess it could be, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Failed breakout. Only down about 7, 8%. Yeah, Microsoft's looking pretty good right here. At the lower part of this range, see it's bouncing up right there. That could be a buy point for Microsoft. Even just to play back up to whatever range this is. Which would actually would get it almost all the way back up there to 141.82 as the market kind of rebounds here, 0.4%. Was that at 0.8? Now it's at 0.4. Can't argue with that. That's good. Good morning, James. How are you? How's Lammy? Good. Let me kiss. Do you sleep well? Awesome. It feels good when you... Yeah, I'll brush your teeth. Yeah, give me a few minutes, okay? You got shoes and socks on? Almost. You're close.
Mommy only got my socks on.
Well, you're supposed to get your stuff. Go get your shoes.
Where? thing did I?
Hey, what's up, Justin?
Where's the thing that I drew yesterday?
I haven't moved anything, so I'm not sure.
The picture wasn't there.
Check on the floor, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday was crazy in crypto. Haven't had a day like that in a while. So if Microsoft fails this base, could have some further downside action. Underneath, pretty much chopping up this 50-day moving average right there. But able to bounce back up and find support. But pretty much chopping right through the middle of price action. So, as you can see with everything in the market, no clear direction. INS taking over the worst performing. Let's say this one with a...
I just saw him walking across.
Okay. This one also with a head and shoulders pattern. INS. Right there. About to cross the neckline. Not a good morning today. Atlassian taking on the chin. Dumping further. Who are you pulling back to the breakout point? AMD breaking lower. Looks like good volume there at the lows. Maybe that'll turn around, but on the daily chart, some damage has been done. Kiwi CMG, ESNT. Snap with a snap back after an attempt to go up. Having none of that. Having none of that. Carvana, MJ, HEI. Tesla and Nvidia? Yeah, let's check it out. Let's check out Nvidia. So Nvidia is really in weird territory. It's been dropping now for a couple of weeks. Back down testing that trend line you see that's drawn. Also, the 10-day moving average is under, no, it's under the 10-day and testing the 50-day. Yeah, this is basically trendless right now, as it's been most of the year. And that trendlessness is likely to continue. I don't really see any kind of basing structure there. So yeah, yesterday's drop changes nothing with Nvidia. It's just part of the same chart, part of the same trend continuing. It's an outside day in a little downtrend. Not much to do there. Tesla. I do want to check out Tesla down 2% today. Oh wow, look at a drop yesterday. Eek. That's not bueno. That's not bueno at all. So dropping much lower, back down to 220. Finding some support this morning. We'll see if that's going to hold. In that larger picture, cup and handle still firmly intact, but it looks like the handle would undercut that 50% line of the middle of the cup. So that's definitely a flaw. That is the largest volume day we've had since the gap down on earnings over here. So distribution still intact even after really only a couple of good accumulation days. Hi, Ethan. Definitely could argue that this is more damaged than it was just a few days ago. A few days ago it was looking fine. The handle was a little bit low, but it was manageable. Now the middle of your handle is here essentially, and that's not manageable for a traditional cup and handle. So that definitely puts that in danger. Not a big fan of that. It's going to have a very quick reversal for that to get bullish again. But both of those stocks are basically trendless at this moment in time, Justin. Tesla was looking like it was going to start going higher, but after that drop, that kind of puts you back in choppy. Put you back in choppy. So, all right, guys. Any more questions on that? I'm gonna bounce, get out of here, help the kids get ready for the day. Well, you're already ready for the day, aren't you? How was your ride around the block?
Good. Kind of good.
Kinda good.
Mm-hmm.
Was it bad?
No, it's just tiring because I went super fast.
Super fast. You can ride your bike now too. We got the tires pumped up finally. After buying a good bicycle pump.
Yeah, but we need to find the cap. And now the tire with the cap is.
Cap's just for looks. All right, guys. All right, Rob. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day, everyone. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow.